I am snowed in. Okay, iced in, technically. Hey wild ones, it's Cypris. Today's tea flavor is dried spice bush leaves from my yard because I need to remember that life will return to this Hoth-like landscape. This is the worst winter I've seen in many years. And despite all my vigilance in keeping my driveway clear, a few days ago it rained ice. Because why not? So now my driveway is a thick sheet of ice that I can't remove because it's dirt and rock underneath, not paved, and it's not safe to try to put the van down that slope until we get enough warm days to melt down some of the rocks. And highs near 27 degrees Fahrenheit are just not cutting it. And the snow just keeps coming. Of course, although I complain, it's not nearly as bad here as what's happening in Texas. OMG, y'all, that is horrendous. I do have family in Texas, but they seem to be on a section of the grid that it's not impaired. So, yeah, hang in there and bundle up, man. And for a lot of the rest of us, we're not at immediate survival risk. But this is still a brutal winter. In fact, I was injured. Content warning. If any of you are a little squeamish about bruises, you might want to look away just for a few seconds. Don't worry, I'll let you know when it's safe to look back. It's actually a lot better. A few days ago, it was really something. Alright, it is safe to look back now. Okay, so what happened was, I have this neighbor, and I do have to believe that he thinks he's being helpful. That's gotta be what it is, right? But when it snows, he likes to get his big vroom vroom tractor out and clear his drive, and I think just push snow around all day. And the problem is that he takes it upon himself to go after the snow in front of my house. This might seem helpful, but one, he never worried about consent. He just rides over with all this bull in a china shop energy without ever having asked me, and he gouges out my driveway and dumps it all far into my yard, scraping swaths up in the process. Same with the curb. He just takes it all, snow, slush, ice, gravel, turfs of grass, and scrapes these scars into the lawn that I've been trying all summer to get healthy. So, the morning after the ice storm, I'm out shoveling, and he's out in his big tractor, and I look up, and he's messing with a pile of snow in front of my yard. I make the universal gesture to stop, and he doesn't. I run down my yard, because the driveway was super slippery, and I'm crunching through deep snow, topped with this thick crust of ice. I tripped at least twice getting down there because I was so anxious about defending my property lines. I asked him to stop, admittedly emphatically, and he actually argued with me. Dude, it's my property! So I had to be persistent, and finally he angrily tells me that I will never get that solid ice up, but he guesses that's my problem. Yes, it is. Thank you. So I think it all worked out. I do think he will leave my snow alone now, and I did not have difficulty getting up the frozen slush from the curb with my little plastic shovel. The only parts that took a little more time and effort were the spots where somebody had driven over it with a heavy vehicle. Humans. Am I right? So after I came back in the house and got my snow pants off, I saw the damage. What are you gonna do? One has to be ready for anything when dealing with such a dangerous species. Anyway, this winter has been a bit rough. Even before the ice storm, we've been encased in snow for weeks, I think. I'm losing track of time. The birds have been hitting the feeders so hard. And then I think, dang, I am so glad I started putting out seed this year. I mean, this is the weather that things die in. How differently is this winter going for my local birds because I made that decision? I know. But seriously, we're saving lives out here. With the ice that came down, they can't get to a lot of their forage, not without considerable effort. So I just keep filling that feeder up and putting out more suet. We're in this together, birdies. We're gonna make it through. I think. Okay, I really shouldn't spend the entire video complaining, so let's see if I can come up with 5 reasons that I like the winter. Okay, number 1. Icicles. I love icicles. They're pretty, and as a kid I used to eat them all the time. They're like Mother Nature's popsicles. Healthy too. But I am a grown adult now, and I just keep thinking, what are those doing to my gutters? 2, it's very pretty. I mean, it's lovely. In a, what a lovely white blanket of death sort of a way. But it is pretty. Deadly, but pretty. 3, cat cuddles. With the colder temperatures, my cats want to cuddle with me all the time. At night, I'm sleeping under a pile of cats. I mean, it's not affection, they're trying not to freeze to death, but hey, it's kitty cuddles. Number 4, I'm getting super buff with hours and hours and hours of shoveling every week. I'm not even kidding, like I'm really enjoying how my muscles are getting bigger, I'm toning up, I am losing weight, it's great. But I think 3 or 4 hours of heavy labor, 3 or 4 times a week, isn't the appropriate way to start working out. I am gonna need a chiropractor for everything from my neck down to my tailbone. I am beat up and exhausted. But hey, I'm getting into shape, I think. 5, the many inches of snow outside that have been encasing my house for weeks are conveniently insulating my crawl space so my pipes aren't freezing. Of course, if it were warm enough to not have the snow, it'd also be warm enough that my pipes wouldn't be freezing. You can probably tell, I do not like the cold. Not a fan. 0 stars, would not recommend. I am aware that our planet's biorhythms require an annual fluctuation in temperature. Okay, yay for the planet! But just because I love nature doesn't mean I have to like freezing to death. In my opinion. So tell me, Wild Things, if you're in the cold right now, how are you getting through this winter? How are you faring in your neck of this world? We really don't have that much longer to go. It just feels like eternity right now. And on that note, may my next video find us all a little warmer. And in the meantime, keep it warm and keep it wild. That's not clickbait. Dried spice bush. What, honey? Why are you making noise?
Are you coming to cuddle?
No. Burning my hands. Oh, it's cold. Oh, that's freaking cold.
Yeah, come on. Come sit with me.
No? Act like a bodybuilder here. I know it's a stretch. That's the point. It's hilarious. Okay, well, we don't want just your tail in the shot. That would look awkward. Why do I have mom jeans on? Oh my god. Oh, that's so embarrassing.